Alrighty, here we go with episode 668, and we are going on one. 3, 2, 1. We even got the toy. He's got his own spot there. He's in the elevator kicking ass. I can't get over the cat, man. I suppose. I still can't believe he has a cannon for a hat for hair, but it's not a cannon, which it wouldn't be, right? Like, you know, how you gonna make a cannon hair? But like, he's a cyborg, so I can totally wrap my mind around it, and yet they didn't do that. I love that. They picked the right guy to be an admiral, man. I think they look for a certain mindset, somebody who follows the rules, whatever the rules are. If you sign on, if you give your word, you give your word. That's the kind of person you need to be an admiral, as opposed to just making somebody a warlord. Like, he would have been a good warlord too, right? But he's better served as an admiral because, like, I don't know if he didn't read the rule book unless you have it in Braille. I guess you do. You have it in Braille. So he read the rule book, and he's going to follow everything that's in it, man, and add his own interpretation to it. That was something I was talking about with somebody in the comments a while back. Justice is a big loaded word, and it means different things to different people. So what means justice to him means the word justice means something else to lava bitch, and it means something else to birdhead, right? Like, the word justice means different things to different people. And this is his interpretation of justice. That's right. I've been here every round, I promise. Huh. We like the cut of his jib. Which is interesting, you know, another clever, very clever writing decision was he didn't really use his fruit power, his rubber power, very much in the fight. He did a couple times, but not very much. So people won't wonder why he's not using it now. Like, if he had been like rubber arms all over the place the entire time, people would be like, what the hell's going on? Why is he not doing that now? But he didn't really do that. He did it a couple times. I think he did the big belly once. He may have stretched an arm once. I can't remember. But not very much. So you're not going to be expecting him to do a bunch of that shit, right? By the way, you need to kick the Blackbeard minion's ass. He definitely needs to go. Here's the thing. I like 3 of the 5 people in the fight. I like Barrier Boy. I like Gogglehead, whatever the hell his name is. And I like Rebecca. F this guy and F the Don Flamingo's minion as well. So it's a weird experience to like 3 of the 5 people in the fight. I got 3 out of 5 chances to be happy with the result, right? Because I feel more invested in Rebecca than I do Goggle Boy, you know? Because we spent so much time with her lately. I have a certain fondness for Goggle Boy, but, you know, I can't remember his name, so how invested can I be, right? Did she at least get a lunch break? Like, my God, she's been out here grinding. Ideally, you would want to go first so you have the maximum amount of time to rest between rounds, right? You'd want to be part of Block A, right? Stop screaming so much. Dumbass. Pretty awesome. Good shit. Is it? Am I crazy, or does the crowd feel thicker than it was before? Like there's more people here, which there would be for a finale. Like when you do the NCAA basketball tournament, 16 versus 1 isn't going to have a very big crowd, but 16 versus 4 will. That's just a matter of how the tournament evolves. But it seems like the crowd is thicker. Hit that drum. We love this guy. We're going to be very sad when he gets his ass kicked. That's right. He's giving me big Emperor's New Groove energy. That's right. Drop this beat. Is he walking on stilts? Kick his ass. Oh, it's just high heels, I think. So, which American rock star is he imitating? If he sticks his tongue out, it's the guy from Kiss. Gene Simmons, I think is his name. This might be a more modern reference. I don't really know the modern bands. Whatever he is, he's got style. Whoever he's copying, he's got style. But that face feels familiar. The lips. Could it be Mick Jagger? Would he be doing Mick Jagger? That's possible. I'm kind of getting that energy. Mick Jagger's big enough, I could totally see that happening. Kind of crazy how you skip those first rounds, huh? Good times. Now what? Oh, F you. Now what? Man, this ain't your choice. Get off the ring. Arrest these people and turn them into toys. It's over. It's done, man. It's over. He's going to enforce the rules, man. You can't be trying to change this shit now. What we need to find out is what his powers are, so he's going to demonstrate it for us. That's the purpose of this little drama right here. We need to find out what he can do, because we know what everybody else can do. We've seen him fight. We haven't seen him fight. I'm not sure what happened, but it's pretty awesome. We need to know how dangerous he is. This is a good way to do that. Yeah. That's pretty good. He can turn anything into a flag, or he can make it really hard. Yeah. I see. That's a pretty damn useful power, man. The only limitation of this power is your imagination. If you have a good imagination, that is a very dangerous power. Yeah. Yep, that's right. The fish can eat them some bitches. Wrecked. Oh, really? That's why they're so happy. They go crazy over the blood, right? Oh, you got the rest of them scared, man. Look at that. Big boy. Yeah, it's about the blood. They're coming for that ass. big boy. The design of these fish is very interesting. Very intimidating, right? Yeah, you dead as hell. Yeah. Shouldn't have been screwing around. Chomp. Oh, you're in the water, are you? Chomp. Yep. So, the buddy gets the assist, but you get to eat. That's not very nice. Leave him one. Yep. Not great. You just murdered those people. Yeah. So you're telling me this is going to be a really dangerous fight? Oh, shit. So they'll attack you while you're in the ring. Jesus. That is a problem. You got numbers on them, too. There's some Rough Riders. Huh. Oh, shit. So even after you win, you have to take out the fish. God damn. Holy shit. Well, that ups the stakes. Huh. So you don't have to beat everybody. You just have to get to the fruit. Oh, okay. No, never mind. You do have to beat everybody. But you also have to get the fruit and come back out and be standing up. This is a hell of a setup, man. Very well imagined. Now, we're going to have some alliances here, right? I think Barrier Boy's going to ally with the other two and take out the two assholes first. Then they're going to turn on each other. And he says it's going to be messy, which means he's going to kick her ass. You know, goggle head. It'll get messy, but I promise she'll be all right in the end. Like, you know, he'll kick her ass. Once he gets the fire fruit, then he's going to help them overthrow Daffy, I assume. So it'll be messy. It'll look bad and probably feel bad to get your ass kicked. But at the end of the day, you'll enjoy the result. You know, is what I gather he's thinking. Doesn't mean that's what's going to happen, but it's what he's thinking, right? Look at that fake ass X. Meathead here, this beef bus, is going to go first. Yep, like I said, he's going first. Time to find out if you got powers, or if you're just a really good fighter. He's hanging out. I think he wants to attract the fish up here. There's 6 of them. You need to knock their asses out. Wow, that's a big goddamn fish. I knew he was big, but like you didn't really understand the scale until just now. Look at this shit. Jesus. He don't even care. I would take them all out because like you need to remove them. That's what I'm saying. You need to remove them from the board so that there's less problem when you go after the one who has it, right? So you need to take them all out, is what I'm saying. Each time they come out, I'll take them out, if you can. If you know, a barrier guy could have, he could have done a barrier that is smashed into and it would have been killed, right? Punch his ass out. Yeah. Get him out of here. Taking him off the board may just mean knocking him out, not killing him, but you need him out of here. They're too much of a problem. It's all about the entertainment, man. Are you not entertained? So, you know, people don't understand that about sports. Sports is entertainment. That's the only purpose of it. Doesn't matter who wins. It doesn't matter who wins the Super Bowl championship. That's irrelevant. You're trying to entertain people so that they will spend eyeballs and money and attention on you, right? It's entertainment. It's just like a TV show or a movie. That's why these coaches who win, but they win ugly in boring ways, get them out of here. You want to win in an entertaining way or lose in an entertaining way because it's about us being entertained. This is kind of the same thing, right? You want to entertain the crowd. It doesn't matter who wins. To the person running the event, it doesn't matter who wins. You just want to entertain the crowd. This guy gets it. I think we can take the uniforms off, right? Costumes. Well, I guess we're going to have to kick some ass. Right. Gotcha. I'm with you so far. Hey, I got all kinds of secret entrances. I mean, we can kick the executive's ass, but it would take time. He wants to fight. Dumb ass. Jesus effing Christ. They got his shenanigan music playing. That carp is here to kick your ass. Ha! Effing hell, man. It is a blowfish, you're right. She had a secret effing entrance. How do you dress yourself? My God. If brains were air, he couldn't blow up a balloon. My God, man. The hell is wrong with you? Can you at least take off the carp costume? Dumbass. Yes. He is the dumbest of asses. Since it comes to this, I love the way they talk. I just love the way they talk. It has to do with translation, I'm sure, right? Since it comes to, he did take off the costume. Excellent. Snitch. Look at this snitch. Yep. Calling all hands. Since it comes to this, we might as well go the faster way. I love that. That's right. Well, that can't be Straw Hat Luffy. Something's wrong. Well, this is weird. Look at the little wheels turning in his brain. False alarm, I would assume, right? They're scared. They think Luffy's attacking them. So I would assume it's a false alarm. Maybe you don't know everything. Maybe you think you know shit and you don't know shit. Look at the mark. That'll tell you the tale right there. His veins in his forehead crack me up, man. Get him out of here. What do you mean it's no mistake? You like my pecan pie shirt? I think those are supposed to be sunflowers. I'll take pecan pie to my grave. Jesus. That's why they call him Fireball, or whatever it is they call him. Are you pissed? Dumbass. You got duped. You ain't smart. Yeah, he's pissed. That's right. You're going to have a coronary, man. I thought you were all chill and laughing. You ain't laughing now, are you, you little bitch? What is this, Charlie's Angels or Brady Bunch? Yeah. Good shit. Definitely give me Charlie's Angels, Brady Bunch vibes. I think Charlie's Angels did they would show the three of them side by side, and then it would change to the silhouettes or something. Man, it's been. I saw that shit in reruns on Saturday mornings in the 80s. So we're talking 40 years? Something like that. It's been a long damn time since, so I have no idea. But I used to watch all those 70s action shows. There was a Saturday morning block. You had cartoons from like 7 to 9 or 10 or something like that. Hong Kong Phooey, Looney Tunes, that kind of shit, right? 10 o'clock, they would have this block of 2 to 3 hours, something like that. I think it was 3 shows. It was Charlie's Angels, it was $6 Million Man, and it was something else. Could have been Bionic Woman, it could have been something else, I don't remember. It might have been Battlestar Galactica reruns. They could have also switched it up, mixed it in, because a lot of those shows only went one season. Then they would have a Laurel and Hardy movie. Then they would have what was that Superman TV series from the 60s with George Reeve? That, whatever the hell that was called. So they would have that, right? And then they would do no, not Laurel and Hardy. What was the ones that was Who's on First? Abbott and Costello. They would Abbott and Costello. Then it would be the Superman TV show from the 60s, George Reeve. And there was something else. Like, I would spend almost the entire day just watching TV on Saturdays. That was the shit, man. It was great. Great stuff. Every night you get thrown out of the house. You have to do something else, right? But, like, typically Saturdays, Mom was gone. She'd been out drinking the night before at the bar, and then she'd be at some dude's house or something. And we'd be by ourselves for most of Saturday. Sundays when we would get kicked out of the house. But anyway, I don't really remember Charlie's Angels, but this gave me a little bit of a Charlie's Angel vibe. Definitely Brady Bunch, of course. But I have a feeling if he was referencing anything, he was probably referencing Charlie's Angels. So the biggest question now, what is Daffy's... What is he going to do? Okay? So he has the Coliseum locked down. He has one of his agents there. I assume it's not really that heavily guarded. Basically, they're using architecture as their guards. Architecture is keeping people close in. You have the C-prism bars on the windows. So you've got that going on. You have the solid doors that can't be broken out of, apparently. The Navy, presumably, is still outside, but Duffy's not really counting on that. So, like, I think basically he has architecture as his prison guards, for the most part. We haven't really seen, like, guards at doors. We haven't seen guards patrolling hallways. We haven't even seen guards outside guarding the doors from the outside, right? So, basically, it's all architecture. And you've got the one minion who's inside in the arena, okay? Then you have... The announcer doesn't seem to be a minion. He doesn't seem to have powers. He's just there for presentation. His 2 minions, maybe they can fight. They can probably protect him if the crowd tries to do something crazy. But other than that, there's not much going on there. So my point is, he doesn't really have any kind of like personnel resources devoted to the Coliseum. That's its own thing. And you would have to leave. Whoever you had there, you'd have to leave there. Which means the minion, right? The flamboyant Mick Jagger guy. So you've got that going on. So then, where else does he have resources dedicated? Okay, everything else seems to be located at the palace. So we've got big fat ass wrestling type guy who jumps up in the air. And we've got swimming guy. You know, baby fetish, diaper dandy, swims through shit guy. So we've got him going on. Then we've got the actual factory, and you have snot-nosed, big, disgusting, facial hair ass guy with Sugar. The only one whose name I remember is Sugar. Fortunately, I guess I would call her Toy Girl or something, but I actually remember her name, Sugar. So you've got that going on. So then you've got... I'm trying to remember all the executives. There's a shit ton of them. Because I think there's some floating executives we don't know where they are. I know where 4 of them are. 5 if we count Mick Jagger. But I can't really put the rest of them in a place. Okay, Violet's not with him anymore. That was one of the executives. Baby 5 and Plane Guy, I think they've been dispatched. They've been arrested, haven't they? By the Navy. So they're off the board. There's a couple, I guess what I'm saying is there are a couple free agents that I don't remember where they are or who they are that could do something. Okay, so you need to address what's going on here, right? Like, you need to send somebody to Luffy where he is. It is if I'm right, if there's nobody left, then Daffy has to go himself. That's an interesting idea. He would have to leave Law alone and go by himself. Because somebody has to stop Luffy, and you know where he is. He's rampaging. And yeah, you know what I haven't mentioned is all these foot soldiers. They don't matter. They're irrelevant. Get them out of here, right? So, like they're not going to slow them down, but more than a couple seconds. We're talking about the heavy hitters. So that's the situation as I see it right now. So while I was editing together what you just saw, a couple more people occurred to me. You have Art Asshole, who escaped from the bridge, and we haven't seen her since then. I think she was still handcuffed. But, you know, you can get one of these foot soldiers to take that off, or you can find one of the other lieutenant executives take it off. I don't think it'd be a huge problem if she still wants to stay in the fight. There's not much she can do in a fight. I guess, you know, change you into something weird, but she has a wind up to her power, and I think she'll just get punched in the face. I don't know if there's much she can do. But she's out there, so we got to keep her in mind. She could be a problem. She can say, hey, look behind you, warn somebody. That affects the plot. That affects what's going on. So she could be a damn problem. But we've lost track of her. She's out there somewhere. The person I completely forgot was High Heel. I completely forgot that High Heel was specifically told to go to the factory and guard the entrance. I thought it was guard entrance. So I was expecting High Heel to be there with Wrestling Big Boy and Diaper Dandy, right? And High Heel isn't there. So where are they? I don't know. But that's somebody I wasn't thinking about. That's somebody who could interdict Luffy and company, right? If, you know, they all have transponder snails, Duffy could be like, okay, who's free? He can all channels. I guess everybody, it'd be almost like a walkie-talkie. I don't know. Maybe you can use them as a walkie-talkie. Maybe as a walkie-talkie setting switch. There are some phones that are that way. Security. You know, there's a special cell phone security people have that can either be a walkie-talkie where people can just tell you something real quick without you having to answer, and you don't even have to take it off your shoulder. It's usually on your shoulder. Or you can just use a cell phone. You can dial a number and call somebody. So those are pretty useful in our life. I don't know if the transponder snails can be worked that way, but either way, he could either just, you know, send an all hands bulletin out. Anybody who's free, let me know, and I'm going to send you somewhere. Or he can specifically think, okay, well, High Heel's probably free. Let me call them and send them. So that is one person who's a free agent who has a little bit of power. I still think Luffy would kick their ass. Just mop the floor. But it's somebody you can send. It's somebody who can slow him down. The foot soldiers aren't going to slow him down. So there is one person. My thing is, I was trying to figure out, is he in a situation where he's going to have to leave the throne room and go down and deal with Luffy himself? Is that the situation? Because he cannot let the factory get destroyed. You know how much property damage Luffy does just in the general course of events? What if he's intentionally trying to destroy something? You got to stop him. You can't wait for him to reach you. You have to go down and stop him. I'm thinking he's going to have to regardless, but he does have one person I can think of off the top of my head. Well, really, not really the top of my head. It's more the middle of my head because I had time to think while I was editing. There's one person I can think of that can be sent to interdict Luffy. That's it. So that's that. Just wanted to add this because I think it does add to the equation.